doses are here in this country. Millions more doses will come into the country before Christmas and into the new year. I mean, just tremendous. I don't know if you can just feel the sort of atmosphere here. It's just so nice seeing NHS staff and the nurses, they've got smiles on their faces for the first time, and you genuinely do get the sense that this is a huge, huge day and a massive step forward for not just Coventry. I'm a local lad, so I'm really proud that this hospital is the first in the country to be doing it. But proud day for Coventry, but proud day for the country as well.
So we normally send people to Coventry as a punishment. Today, we sent the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine to save the world. So Coventry has really bounced back.
It absolutely has, Piers, and it's just so great. It's on the map for all the right reasons. I mean, my dad, who's in his 80s himself and has lived through the Blitz during the war. Coventry was hammered then, and it's got a football team who I support who are doing okay. They don't have a stadium at the moment. And Coventry has been through it. It's a bit of a ghost town at the moment. People have been telling me, family members with COVID, they are in tier 3, so not a huge amount to celebrate at the moment, but the people are wonderful here. And you can see from May, who has spoken to, just the effort and what it meant to her to administer the first vaccination here. So a great moment for Coventry, and I'm really proud of the place this morning.
Yeah, Jonathan, it's fantastic news. So the phased vaccination programme will see patients aged 80 and above already attending
There's
hospital.
some brilliant footage. Just watch this. This is Margaret, the first person, Margaret Keenan. This is her being clapped out after having the vaccine. Give it a bit of volume. Brilliant.
So,
we've seen these scenes, didn't we, throughout the first wave of the pandemic, when people survived COVID after weeks or months in some cases, getting clapped out by unbelievably exhausted but relieved staff. And now they've got a moment of just total jubilation.
Yeah.
This is not somebody who's had to survive or beat the virus. It's somebody who's now been protected
from it
against getting the virus. Totally different dynamic. That is Margaret Keenan.
19 years old.
She's 91 next week. Says it's the best birthday present she's ever had.
So, as I was saying, the phased vaccination programme sees patients aged 80 and above who are already attending hospital as an outpatient, and those who are being discharged home after a hospital stay. They will be first in line there. Care home providers are going to begin booking staff in, of course, because we want our care workers to get this vaccine. GPs are expected to be able to begin vaccinating care home residents because, my goodness, we need to be back in contact with our friends and family who are currently in lockdown in care homes. So it's an absolute, Margaret Keenan, 90 years old, is a total pioneer there at hospital in Coventry, and swiftly behind her was the first man in the world to get this vaccine, William Shakespeare.
What a moment for the UK. Let's just think about this for a moment. The entire world has been desperate for a vaccine, and the very first people in the world to get it are here in the Midlands, right in the centre of England. And one of them is called William Shakespeare, which is almost beyond belief. William Shakespeare's 81. He's an inpatient at the hospital. Apparently he's a bit tired and a bit overwhelmed by all the media attention. We're hoping to get a few words with him, but don't want to push that, obviously. Apparently he's a real character and really on board with the vaccine. And they're going to be so important, I think, these first people to have the vaccine in how they talk about this, because they will encourage, hopefully, people who may not be entirely convinced, should we do it? If they have it and they don't have many side effects and it's all fine, it's a great message to tell people, go and get the jab.
Yeah. And one person who will be extremely relieved today is a nurse, Vicky Neville, who sacrificed her maternity leave to join her colleagues fighting COVID in the intensive care unit on the front line at her hospital. We'll get her reaction and talk about her experience over the last 8 months in a couple of minutes.
First, let's get the news, travel and weather where you are.
We're also talking to the Health Secretary, Matt Hancock.
Big breaking news day today. You don't want to miss this.
It's V-Day. See you in a moment.